purpose of the report is about the city, it's about Sheffield as a city, and it's written for the people of Sheffield as much as for the people who sit on the Sheffield Executive Board. It tells us a story of how the city is doing, how the challenges that the city faces, but also the opportunities and the key developments in the city. It will outline what's happening to the people of Sheffield, to the companies of Sheffield, to the environment in Sheffield. We've done 4 reports so far. This is our 4th report.
The way we write the report is we focus on a number of different themes. So this year we're looking at Sheffield in its world and European context, and to do that we've grouped it together with 4 themes. The first one is looking backwards, looking outwards, looking inwards and looking forwards. The key thing to remember about the report is it's purely factual. It's not a policy document. It's produced from a series of other reports and other data sources that are available, publicly available in the public domain. We have never attempted to do any raw research of our own, and that's a very specific design of the series of reports. We've never done that with any of the reports that we've done to date.
I think what we need to do is put this in a very important context. It's only a number of years ago that the world went through one of its major economic crises. And also in the background we have the ongoing crisis of climate change. And those bigger issues are 2 things which we particularly wanted to draw down on in terms of reflecting where Sheffield is today and might be in the future.
I think that the value of the State of Sheffield report is exactly that. It's a report, it's a stamp in time, it shows us the progression, it shows us where we've been and it shows us where we're going. I think that it's really important from a business perspective or for any large organisation to be able to take stock of what's going on, of where we are, so that we can know where we're going.
Sheffield has businesses that export all over the world, and there are businesses from advanced manufacturing, the advanced manufacturing part, that send products and design services absolutely to all corners of the globe. But equally there are global businesses like Boeing, like Rolls-Royce, who want to be based in Sheffield, who want to hire the talent that's in this city region. So when we're looking at the state of Sheffield, you have to look at it in a global context. The businesses in this city are competing in global markets, they're exporting to Europe, to the Far East, to North America, but also they're exporting talent and they're bringing talent to this city. So when you look at the work of the universities in bringing incredibly talented young people from undergraduate level to postdoctoral research, what we're actually doing is bringing that talent to the city region, and then we're trying to use it in some of the business and industry sectors across the city.
So I think it's great that Sheffield is doing something like the State of the City's report. It's not something that a lot of places do. But if you're really going to inform policy, make good policy, you have to understand what's going on. And that's why it's fantastic that the report is being done. And that's why I'm really pleased to be here today to speak about the report and speak about the Centre of the City's view about how Sheffield is performing and what the challenges and opportunities are going forward. So very much today I'll be looking at the performance of Sheffield's city centre economy, looking at what role it plays in the wider city and how, sort of why that is an issue and sort of how we can go about improving and thinking about sort of the vibrancy of the city centre and how it creates jobs, how attractive it is to business. Because ultimately what we want is a city centre that really drives the city centre, or sort of the city wide forward, creating jobs not only for the residents of Sheffield but indeed those who live outside of the city as well.
One of the issues that I've got a real interest in working in the voluntary sector is understanding the impact of what the welfare reforms and the austerity cuts are showing, and it's quite clear that those cuts are starting to bite. We've seen the difference already just on the ground, but it's also reflected in the report. It also helps us work out what we need to do to challenge those, and Sheffield Exec Board have launched some really good initiatives, the Fair City campaign, the Tackling Poverty strategy, along with Sheffield Money.
We've set up a completely new provision for the City of Sheffield, which is actually leading throughout the UK, called Sheffield Money. It's opening soon, and it's going to be providing basic bank accounts, access to relatively low interest credit for people who find it very difficult to find credit elsewhere. We're going to provide white goods, just like Bright House, but at much, much, much less expensive rates. And most important, it's a provision set up by the people of Sheffield, for the people of Sheffield.